Texas veterans who are looking to go back to school have the opportunity to connect with some important resources. KLTV7's Madeline McCrory has more on the special event that's happening at UT Tyler tomorrow.
This Saturday, the UT Tyler Military and Veteran Success Center is hosting the East Texas Back to School Veterans Resource Fair.
That one-stop opportunity for a veteran to come in, walk around the facility that's here and learn about all these different resources that are available.
The Resource Fair is held in partnership with the Texas Veterans Land Board and the Texas Veterans Commission. The fair will provide resources veterans may not even know they have.
Veterans may not know what is available to them, and we're hoping to be able to reach out to them and let them know what's available to them from Texas.
Dillard understands what it's like to leave service and not know where to find the resources one might need.
When I left the Navy, there wasn't a lot of resources to tell me, hey, come and get these things done. I found out about a lot of this type of stuff on my own.
With this experience, Dillard is grateful to be a part of an event where
Regardless of branch of service, we are all here to support you.
the resources at the fair will include Texas Veterans Commission resources for claims, employment, and health care. There will also be info on Veterans Land Board programs for land, home improvement, and state veterans' homes and cemeteries.
The resources, the benefits that the veteran can earn through his service, it could be life-changing.
There will also be local vendors, food trucks, and a school supply drive for local military children. The Texas Veterans Land Board hopes that veterans and their families will know through this event that
People care about them, that they're not forgotten, and that Texas is here to support them.
Madeline McCrory, KLTV 7 News.
The Veterans Resource Fair is happening tomorrow from 10 in the morning till 2 in the afternoon. It's at the UT Tyler University Center Ballroom in Building 28. That's located along University Boulevard.